On any family functions like birthdays, weddings and anniversaries, you can never go without cakes, the different variety of cakes. Started operations in the year 1999, Rosy Hearts is a family-owned business by the Nair family from Motoka City, and the love for cakes has originated by their mother, Urmila Nair. Speaking with their son Alvin Nair, he talked about how much their customers have fell in love with their cakes and also the business experience during this pandemic.
My name is Alvin Nair, and for Rosy Hearts Investments Pte Limited, we started off in 1999 in September. That was started off by my mom and dad, who are the actual owners, Urmila Roshni Nair and Mr. Mahendra Nair. So we started off from our main base, which is in Center Point. So that's where it started operating from in 1999 in September.
However, he said the idea and the love for cakes was a family-driven passion.
Yes, actually this has been running from the time from my dad's side family, from my grandfather to from my dad's elder brother, who namely runs cake shop in Lotoka and Genius Cake Shop. So that's where I think the interest grew with my mom, and then finally she was able to identify that she had a talent of baking and decorating cakes.
Over 20 years of its operation and offering the best cake on the market, Nair said the main challenges they faced in the business was competition with existing and upcoming competitors.
I think some of the challenges that we faced was that to keep up with the other competitors, and also through this phase what we actually faced, that to keeping up to that quality and the standard and the service together with the pricing was most crucial, and it was very important in order to focus onto that medium to high, medium to low range of customers who are coming in. So what we tried to do is just try and keep everyone happy as possible.
Rosy Hearts has delivered their cakes for many events across Fiji and abroad, but the COVID-19 pandemic has been a threat on the business.
With that, what I can say is that during the lockdown, we had faced a situation where majority of the staffs who were in Nosori could not report back to work since we were under lockdown, and our operational hours had shortened. Same with our Nosori branch had been closed, and Mid-City branch had been closed because there was not much going on in the city. And we also faced a lot of dilemma in a sense where since just because social distancing were shortened and there was no social distancing during the time of lockdown, we faced that there were cancellation of bigger events, wedding cakes and engagements and other launch and gatherings. So through that phase we had lost quite a business where we could not do anything about it.
But luckily, he said, none of the staff were laid off, and having 6 outlets in Fiji was what kept operations active.
Apparently no. It was good that we were having a little bit of a turnover on the smaller range cakes, where if you might have noticed that those staying home during lockdown had nothing much to do but just to start getting takeaways and eateries and things like that. So our cake was pretty much rolling in that sense, and we are thankful enough that we did not lay off any staffs, and eventually we had to get in 2 or 3 more extra staffs just to start off work with us. At the moment we have one in Nosori, one in Nakasi Roops. The main one is here in Center Point. We have one in DC and Mid-City. We have one in Nandi in Matintar, and the 7th one is bound to open, not too sure when, but it is going to open in Damoda City, Lamasa.
However, the Rosy Hearts cake business for more than 2 decades has been a major achievement for the Nair family.
Well, it's a good achievement as a family. It's in the business we have together with my mom and dad. It's basically me who's looking after the operation, and on a daily basis I do face challenges, and I do face a lot of interest where we are asked to do these themes and like different themes, and it becomes a little bit of challenge. But the thing is, we try and take the challenge and give a lot of good quality standard decoration and the cake products that we sell at a very good reasonable price, and we also try and meet those demands as much as we can.
Alvin, who is the operations manager at Rosy Heart's Cake Shop, wants to advise people who have a passion in baking or cake decorations to be creative and be more focused.
The idea of starting a business, you just have to be focused and more interested, quality oriented, service oriented, with whatever ways you can to get creative and keep people interested. I mean, I know it can be a tough job because competition is too high, but there's nothing should stop you from doing what you actually love and what you like to achieve when it comes to cake decoration and cake baking.
With a wholesale bakery like Rosy Hearts, baking and decorating cakes for different celebrations, they have by far have worked some of the best and creative pastries in Fiji. This is Nani Sesivo for The Breakfast Show.